live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
All right, we are starting off with a live look out of the Alamo City. A little bit of fog out there to start the morning. Yesterday was picture perfect. A gorgeous San Antonio Friday. What are we going to get today? Justin Horn is in for Sarah Spivey. He's going to have your full forecast in just a few moments. But first and foremost, good morning. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. It is March 2nd. It is Saturday.
It is Saturday, my friend.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Justin Horn. So you had GMSA yesterday.
I did, yep.
Were you able to sneak in a nap at all?
I was.
Okay.
I then enjoyed the wonderful afternoon. And this kind of weather just puts you in a good mood, you know, when the sun's up and it just feels a little warmer outside. It's starting to feel a little more like springtime. Gets you some of those weekend vibes.
Heck yes.
And that's what we'll be dealing with today. It'll be a little warm for some of us. It'll be up near 80, but lots of sun, and yes, pretty nice. Now, in the meantime, we do have a little bit of fog out there we've got to contend with. Bernie Stage down about a mile, New Braunfels. Gonzales has been one of the hardest hit places when it comes to fog, although just as we speak, it jumped up. Went from 0 to a quarter of a mile. So it looks like we're already starting to see some improvement. Same story down there around Pleasanton. So I think in general, you're going to see this improve here within the next hour. And we don't have much fog here in San Antonio, although you can see it right there on the horizon. I always think this is such a cool shot. You can see the fog right there, sitting right at the surface as we look down with our I-10 and 410 cam. 52. San Antonio 45 in New Braunfels, 47 Seguin, 50 in Bernie. Still kind of jacket weather at the moment. Great for the morning jog, but as I said, it will get warm this afternoon. 11 a.m. 64, noontime 67. We're all the way up to 80 at 4 o'clock, mostly sunny. And then look for temperatures to dip back down into the 70s and eventually 60s by 8 o'clock with those light southeasterly winds. Tomorrow's a little different. We get more fog, more clouds, and then some rain chances next week. We're going to talk about the timing on those coming up here in just a few minutes. Max.
Justin. A San Antonio Fire Department cadet fired after Chavano Park police say that he allegedly choked a woman, attempted to sexually assault her all the way back in late January. So John Estrada taken into custody on January 30th while at the San Antonio Fire Academy on Callahan Road. An SAFD spokesperson confirming Estrada has been terminated. Now, according to the charging paperwork, Estrada faces charges of family violence, strangulation, attempted sexual assault, and unlawful constraint. And speaking of charges, yesterday at the Bexar County Courthouse, this man, Damian Campbell, taking a plea deal for stabbing someone to death and attacking 2 others at a barbershop on the west side. A guilty plea in a nearly 4-year-old murder case.
In 2020, CR 7363, Mr. Campbell, to the offense of murder alleged as a first-degree felony. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
So this is what we know. Back on May 6, 2020, Campbell walked into Diesel Barbershop on Bandera Road during closing, asked to set up a future appointment. At some point while he was in the shop, he stabbed 20-year-old Haley J. O'Regan and attacked 2 other employees there. O'Regan died at the hospital from her injuries stemming from the stabbing. Campbell's attorney previously telling KSAT they filed a notice to the court for an insanity defense. Then in October of last year, Campbell was found competent to stand trial. He is scheduled to be sentenced on March 18th, and he faces up to 42 years behind bars. In your morning headlines, President Joe Biden announcing the United States will start airdropping food and aid to the people of Gaza. The president previously underscoring how desperately aid is needed in that area. Biden also saying he is working to broker an immediate ceasefire deal that could allow additional aid into the war-ravaged area. The airdrops will help, but they can only bring in a fraction of the amount of aid that could be transported into Gaza by trucks.
We're trying to work out a deal between Israel and Hamas on the hostages being returned and an immediate ceasefire in Gaza for at least the next 6 weeks and to allow the surge of aid to the entire Gaza Strip.
So, south of Gaza, the number of trucks entering the war-torn strip reached just 85 per day last week. Earlier this week, the countries of Jordan, Egypt, the UAE, Qatar, and France all airdropped relief aid on various areas in the community. All right, well, back here at home, kind of. The company Boeing has agreed to pay out $51 million for paying a fine. Now, this fine, you may think it pertains to the door being ripped off a plane, maybe some of the loose bolts found around the Boeing facilities. No. This fine, $51 million, this is actually a violation of export rules related to military technology. And it was a complaint that stemmed from more than a decade ago. Between 2013 and 2017, 3 Boeing employees in China allegedly downloaded sensitive information more than 24 times. The documents included information on 2 varieties of air-to-ground missiles and 3 separate models of fighter jets. Boeing also says there were more than 80 unauthorized downloads of that data that required protection by workers and contractors in 18 different countries. Overall, the State Department says Boeing committed 199 violations of the Arms Export Control Act. Well, look, we have come such a long way since March of 2020, the long days of social distancing and, of course, mask mandates. Health experts say COVID vaccines and increasing immunity has made the virus less of a public health threat. And as a result of that, the United States Centers for Disease Control, well, they announced new isolation guidelines. Jen Sullivan has details on what health experts are now recommending.
People who test positive for COVID-19 no longer have to isolate for at least 5 days. The new recommendations coming from the CDC Friday.
We're in a different place, both in the level of protection people have against these illnesses and the tools we have available.
Under the new guidelines, the CDC says once you're fever-free for 24 hours without the help of medication, you do not need to isolate. You can resume normal activities, but the CDC still suggests taking precautions for 5 days, like wearing a mask and limiting contact with others, especially if you still have symptoms or are near people vulnerable to serious illness.
We are encouraging organizations to allow employees to stay home when they're sick.
Previous guidelines recommended people who had tested positive for COVID stay home for at least 5 days.
COVID-19 is still an important public health threat, but it is not the emergency that it once was.
In 2021, COVID was the 3rd leading cause of death in the U.S., but the CDC says last year it dropped to 10th. And COVID hospitalizations are down. But health experts still recommend getting an annual COVID shot, particularly those in high-risk categories like older adults, people who are immunocompromised, and pregnant women.
We need to keep our immunity up and stay ahead of this virus.
Updated COVID vaccines are expected to be announced later this year. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Time now, just about 8:08, 52 degrees. All right, it is a problem we have been talking about for weeks now. Major road closures happening again this weekend. RJ Marquez explaining what you need to know before you head out the door. Good morning, welcome back. We know a lot of people have a lot of family-friendly events. So if you are going to be headed out and about this weekend, you might run into road closures again. A couple big ones that we want to let you know about. RJ Marquez has all the details and the detours that you need to know.
All right, we're getting ready for not only 1, but 2 rounds of major closures this weekend on the north side and northwest side. So let's break it all down for you. Again, this is starting at Friday 9 p.m. and going through Monday, 5 a.m. So we're taking a look here, 1604 in both directions. You will not be able to get onto I-10 from 1604 in both directions here. That's going to be a shutdown here from La Cantera Parkway all the way to Vance Jackson as they shut down a couple of the cloverleafs in that area as well. Let's go a little bit further east here, and we're taking a look at this other major closure. This is going to be affecting both lanes east and west of 1604, basically from Stone Oak Parkway all the way to Northwest Military. We have some drone video that we shot the other day of some of the construction taking place out there at Blanco and Bitters. So biggest thing to know is that if you're coming in 1604 west from Blanco to Bitters, that will be shut down. And in the opposite direction, 1604 east from Bitters to Stone Oak Parkway, that will be shut down there as well. So this is around the 1604 Huebner area, HEB, Target. A lot of people use this area out there. So let's come back out to maps here real quick. KSAT is going to be doing what they call a traffic switch. So they're going to be redirecting traffic to the newer lanes that they are building out there, and in the future this will be a 10-lane highway out there at 1604. But for the current, we have to just kind of bear what we're going to be looking at. Hopefully they open all of this stuff up by Monday at 5 a.m. Make sure to be safe out there and have a good one, everybody.
All All right, RJ, thank you so much. Taking a live look out there. Okay, so is this fog?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. This shot's always deceiving, though. We're looking through a lot of atmosphere towards downtown, so it looks a little worse than it is. But there is some fog out there. There is.
Okay. One of our directors, Cynthia, let me know that the Travis Park Coffee Festival kicking off, and right now 52 degrees. But people, be prepared to take the sweatshirt off.
Yeah, it's really a nice morning, and now that the sun is up, temperatures are going to rise quickly. So you're right. And with the coffee, it just makes you warmer. Hey, we got to pass along the pollen count. Just came in. Molds are at 440. Hackberry's at 60, 50 mulberry, oak, ash, elm, all there. But I think what we'll take away from this is the fact that oak is starting to rise. Now, it's a small rise, but we're starting to see it come up the list a little bit. And I was looking at some of the oak trees, starting to see that changeover. So know that oak season is probably going to kick in here soon, and we'll see the oak numbers begin to rise. We all know what that means. Everything's kind of yellowish and green, and it does cause some allergy issues. So that's the latest there. Hey, we're only 37 days away now from our total solar eclipse. Today's fun fact: in the U.S., totality will begin here in Texas, in fact, at 1:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time and end in Maine at 3:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that's the time frame. It goes pretty quick, but it's around 1:30 here in San Antonio that we're going to have that total solar eclipse. As I say every time, it's going to be incredible. You want to make sure you're in that path of totality. You don't want to miss this. Northwest side of San Antonio is indeed in that path, and much of the hill country. So 37 days away. Start making your plans now. There's a look outside. And yeah, you can see the fog. So there's downtown right there. You see it just in the haze. A little bit of fog right at the surface. Not much here at this camera, but it's kind of patchy around the area. 52 at the airport, 48, New Braunfels, 47 in Seguin, 50 in Bernie, 42 in Kerrville. Visibility has now dropped to 0 in Bernie Stage. So we're seeing a lot of this kind of jumping around with the visibility. Gonzales has jumped up a little bit, so has Pleasanton. But we're going to see a little bit more of this over the next hour before the fog fades away and we see the blue skies. I want to show you some of the TransGuide shots. This is always a good way to kind of see around town and see how the fog looks. That's, I think, over there at I-35. Looks okay there, so the sun's in full force. But there are other spots where you can detect at least a little bit of fog here in San Antonio. We'll make our way up to about 80 or so this afternoon. 77 Seguin, 77 Fair Oaks Ranch, 80 in Bandera. And look for some high clouds to shift in late in the day, but it won't be a big problem. Those thin cirrus clouds, we'll still see plenty of sun. We're in between systems. You got one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. This one is causing a lot of problems. Very strong winds and a lot of snow there across parts of California and Nevada. For us, our forecast does call for more fog tomorrow. So after a mostly sunny day today, the clouds will really build in tomorrow morning. It'll be foggy. It could even be a little bit of misty, and there could be some drizzle out there as you head off to church tomorrow. And then the clouds will fade away a little bit, but I still think it's a mostly cloudy day on your Sunday. Then as we get into Monday, a little disturbance rolls through. That'll create some showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two. And we're not looking for a lot of severe weather here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got one or two strong storms. The chance of rain is small. It'll be a select few that get any rain. But what storms do form, yeah, they could be on the strong side. It's a possibility, although, again, it's not going to be widespread. 30% chance of rain Monday, 20% Wednesday, 30% chance on Thursday. So we're kind of focusing in here on Monday and Thursday as our best opportunity for rain. But it certainly will be warm next week. Very spring-like. The pattern itself is very spring-like.
I love San Antonio for so many reasons.
Yeah.
One of which is the fact that when we see blizzards and cold all across the rest of the country, and then we're here in San Antonio, 80 and sunny,
Yep.
Come on.
That's why so many people are coming here for the eclipse, see?
It's true.
We're going to have a lot of visitors.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
817, 55 degrees. And speaking of gorgeous shot outside, today is Texas Independence Day. The Yingling Company celebrating that by putting on this event right here with, oh, look at that. People are starting to show up early this morning. This is with the nonprofit Keep Texas Beautiful. Hundreds of locals signing up to volunteer, still waiting for them to show up. We will have another look throughout the show and a lot more about the event right when we come back. But before we go to break, we do want to talk about the lotto numbers. Justin Horn, we're going to get you a scratch-off ticket one of these days.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I'll get 10% finder's fee. Here are your numbers. Pick 3, 054, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 5598, Fireball 9, Cash 5, 13, 24, 25, 28, 33. Here we go. Mega Millions 15, 33, 37, 55, 61. Big number 24. Megapire 4. Good luck. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. Today is Texas Independence Day, and this week we got a new taste of Texas history. The Alamo commemorating the historic arrival of the immortal 32. It's a group of men from Gonzales who responded to William Barrett Travis's urgent call, asking them to cross enemy lines, help the defenders at the Alamo. So this comes at a time when Travis's letter, which was written back in 1836, is back on the Alamo grounds. During yesterday's ceremony, the mayor of Gonzales delivered remarks, and the Gonzales Crystal Theaters, the Young Texans, performed patriotic songs. All right, well, happening right now, a little preview that we gave a few moments ago, a live look. The Yingling Company and the nonprofit Keep Texas Beautiful. Take a look at your screen. It's celebrating the history of Texas independence. It is all celebrating with a cleanup event at Rosedale Park. Here in San Antonio, our photographer Alexis out there right now bringing us a live look. Family-owned brewery Yingling. They're teaming up with that nonprofit for the beautification event, not only celebrating Texas Independence Day, but also celebrating keeping our community park clean and beautiful. We're still waiting for more and more volunteers to show up, but we're told hundreds have signed up to spend the beautiful morning out there making sure that everything does stay clean. So this event started right at the top of the hour, 8 a.m. It's going to be going on until 12 p.m. There's going to be lunch, prize raffles for those attending. If you do want to make it out, celebrate, keep our community beautiful and clean, it is located at Rosedale Park. That is 303 Dartmouth Street. And of course, like we said, they're going to be out there for the next few hours. So if you don't have plans this morning, you and the family head out there, enjoy the beautiful weather, and keep our community beautiful. Time now is 8:23, 55 degrees. We got a lot more to come here on GMSA, especially as it comes to what's going on with your money and your vehicles. After the break, the latest headlines from the finance world. Good morning and welcome back. Happy weekend. We have a lot of morning money headlines to tell you about. First and foremost, millions of Kia and Hyundai car owners, you're going to be able to claim money soon in a massive car theft legal settlement. It's a story we've been talking about for months, if not years. The company's settling a class action lawsuit for $145 million after claims that they failed to install immobilizers in some of their models, and that has been the result in some of their vehicles being stolen. The law firm representing the plaintiffs estimate that the suit covers about 9 million vehicles. Anyone who bought or leased a Kia or Hyundai from 2011 to 2022 could be eligible for the settlement. They should be notified. So if you're one of them, you should be notified next week about how to submit your claim. Well, the cryptocurrency exchange run by the Winklevoss twins, you might know them from the social network, that is returning for more than $8 billion to their customers, all due to failed lending program Gemini Earn. Now, it's part of a settlement with a New York regulator that also requires Gemini, which is the cryptocurrency firm that they own and operate. Well, it requires them to pay a $37 million fine. Under the Earn program, Gemini customers could earn interest payments by loaning their cryptocurrency to another firm, the now bankrupt Genesis Global Capital. Genesis defaulted in 2022 on loans made by Gemini customers, totaling roughly $1 billion. Now, the New York State Department of Financial Services said Gemini didn't do its due diligence to vet and oversee Genesis. And a new wealth report from global property consultant Knight Frank says millennials could be the richest generation ever by the year 2044, just a few years away. The research says that generation is expected to inherit roughly $90 trillion worth of assets over the next 20 years. There's obviously a catch. These millennials have to come from families with healthy financial portfolios. Now, the report also says the number of people in the United States worth at least $30 million, it increased 4.3% last year compared to 2022. Time now is 8:28, 56 degrees. We have so much to discuss here on GMSA through the morning, from the wildfires in the Panhandle to what Mayor Ron Nirenberg says the plan is now after the border visit this week. We have your Texas headlines right after the break. Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. So I just read you a fun text from my friend. Shout out to Scott Lopez, watcher, friend, viewer of the show. And he said you should be worried about hoops, not scoops, because you're very tall. For people who watch, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried people think like I'm 4 feet tall, which is nothing wrong if you are 4 feet tall. How tall are you for people out there watching?
6'4".
Okay.
6'4", which is, you know, a little bit above average, but it's not. I would say I work with a lot of short people. You're not one of them.
I think you just indirectly called me short. You do play basketball, though.
I do.
Okay.
As do you. Yeah, I do. I like to get out there and hoop every now and then. So.
Okay. Yesterday was a perfect day to do so. Hoops, not scoops.
Yes, it was. It was really nice. We had really comfortable temperatures. Now we got some fog this morning, and this is the kind of fog you see this time of year. Some of that low-lying fog right there on the ground. It's a cool shot. But that's where it develops, and it doesn't get all that high into the atmosphere. And we're seeing a little bit of this morning. The good news is this will go away fast, and sun will be up, and we'll get some really nice weather again this afternoon. Now, one thing we're watching out for here across the state is a high fire danger up there in the Texas Panhandle. Not good news for folks battling those fires. That huge fire, the Smokehouse Creek fire up there north of Amarillo, still burning. Still massive, and today's winds are forecast to be around 40 to 50 miles per hour. That's a problem. And that high fire danger extends all the way up into parts of Kansas and Oklahoma. And then we've got some dense fog, mainly towards the coast, but again, just a little bit here around San Antonio. High temperatures today, 80 here in San Antonio. We'll get up close to 90 in places like Del Rio and Laredo. It'll be a warm day for most of the state. And our weather headlines, more fog, more clouds tomorrow. In fact, they stick around for a while. So tomorrow's going to be more of a cloudy day. Storms are possible Monday afternoon. And then we do have a fire update on those fires in the Panhandle. We'll get you some more details on their size and containment. All that's coming up here in just a couple minutes. Max.
Thank you, Justin. This morning we have new information on a 19-year-old who was shot overnight by SAPD. Christopher Dahl in the hospital in critical condition after a shooting with police. And police say this all stemmed after the suspect raised the weapon at them. So this all transpired around 7 last night. This is an apartment complex on the northwest side. Chief William McManus on the scene telling us the teen was being violent, threatening to kill a female family member. And that member called police. When officers arrived, the officers were going up the stairway. That's when they say the 19-year-old pointed a shotgun at the responding officers. That's when both officers drew their weapons and fired. The suspect is going to be charged with aggravated assault against a public servant and terroristic threats of the family household.
The caller was advising the call taker that the suspect was being very violent and was throwing things around the apartment and was saying that he was going to kill the complainant.
We now know that this morning both officers with SAPD will be placed on administrative duty as this investigation plays out.
We got a lot of houses to protect there and not many trucks.
The fight to get the deadly flames under control at the Texas Panhandle, it continues. And this morning we're now learning more about the victims of what is Texas's largest fire in state history. The Smokehouse Creek fire claiming the life of 44-year-old Cindy Owen. Family members say Cindy, truck driver, was working when the flames swept through the area. Cindy was unable to escape, and as of today, she is now the second known wildfire victim. Now, fire crews say the rough terrain making it very difficult to slow down to stop these flames, along with the strong winds and brittle vegetation. Governor Greg Abbott was in the Panhandle these last couple of days trying to address this ongoing crisis.
Everybody needs to understand that we face enormous potential fire dangers as we head into this weekend. The right elements for a fire will be around. And as much as everybody has gone through this, all of us must remain vigilant to make sure that all the steps are taken so that we continue to prevent the loss of life.
As of last check, the Smokehouse Creek fire just 15% contained. Again, we are tracking this by the minute. We're getting the latest information from the Texas A&M Forest Service. Well, back here at home, 3 people in custody after the Bexar County Sheriff's deputies say they arrested these 3 for trying to smuggle migrants through San Antonio. Sheriff Javier Salazar telling us his office received information that an 18-wheeler with human cargo would be passing through the Alamo City Thursday evening. The big rig was found and it was stopped near the I-10 and WW White area. Inside that trailer, upon investigation, 12 men, 2 of them minors, were found. The driver of the truck was arrested along with people the sheriff says were trailing the big rig in other following vehicles. Okay, well, the Migrant Center here in San Antonio, big point of contention, and San Antonio's mayor says the bipartisan border bill could bring relief to San Antonio, and he's pushing for it to go through the Senate with help from the local Migrant Resource Center. He tells our Danielle Ibarra that he needs lawmakers across the country to step up and act.
The bipartisan border security deal is a win for the American people. And it's a win for the people of Texas, and it's fair for those who legitimately have a right to come here.
The ripple effect of the border crisis is being felt in San Antonio. Mayor Ron Nirenberg says since 2021, the city has seen more than 600,000 migrants come through.
We've been able to deal with it in a way that protects public safety, maintains order, and treats people with the basic dignity and humanity that they deserve.
Nirenberg says the Migrant Resource Center on San Pedro is crucial. It gives migrants a place to eat, stay, and get help. The city opened it in the summer of 2021 as a temporary resource.
How much longer will the Migrant Resource Center be operating in San Antonio?
Well, I will tell you, we have resources to operate that facility, but they're finite.
The mayor says city council plans to look at backup plans to keep the facility running next week. But he says the feds can do more.
This border issue is so very frustrating, Daniela, because it is less an immigration crisis as it is a political crisis.
It's why Nirenberg says he traveled to Brownsville Thursday to meet with President Joe Biden.
Did the president ask you anything specifically about San Antonio?
Well, he asked us how it's going, and I reported to him that it is a challenge. Our Migrant Resource Center is funded by our federal government. It is operated locally and funded by our federal government, and those funds will only last so long.
Like the president, Nirenberg is pushing for the passage of the bipartisan border bill.
It's very frustrating, but we're going to continue to fight to make sure that congressional leaders hear us and that ultimately they do the right thing for the American public.
Danielle Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
Time now, just about 8:40, 57 degrees. Still to come on GMSA. We talk about them every year. Spring allergies, and they're no joke here in Texas. Even if you try to stay inside, you still have to deal with some of these symptoms. But we do have some tips what you can do to keep breathing easy indoors. That's next. Good morning and welcome back. Look, no one wants to breathe in the dry, dirty, or polluted air. And then there are the allergens that Justin Horn is going to be talking about throughout the morning. The dreaded yellowy green oak pollen right around the corner. Some might even be here already. Air purifiers and humidifiers, well, they do help. So 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz has information to help you breathe easier.
Your home may be nice and cozy, but when the air is dry, it can be uncomfortable.
A humidifier can help keep the air inside of your home at a comfortable level. However, a humidifier that isn't cleaned properly can produce mold spores.
Some mold can even cause flu-like symptoms, skin rashes, and irritate your eyes and lungs. To keep your humidifier fresh, follow the manufacturer's instructions for maintenance. But here are some general guidelines. Every day, rinse it, towel dry the tank, and fill with clean water. Every week, give it a deep cleaning with vinegar and replace the filter according to the manual. Newer, more tightly sealed home construction improves energy efficiency, but it also keeps fresh air out. Consumer Report says that can be a potential problem with indoor air pollutants from sources like gas stoves, cleaning agents, pesticides, and aerosols.
In addition to humidifiers, people also use air purifiers to reduce allergens and indoor pollutants. So it's a good idea to keep these well maintained.
You can also improve indoor air quality by vacuuming regularly, limiting indoor smoke, and occasionally letting fresh air in. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right, we're talking about allergens, Justin. How are we looking out there?
So far, so good. Everything's low today, but I did notice the oak's starting to creep back up. And you look at the oak trees, you can kind of just tell it's starting to happen.
I'm just waiting for the time of the year where someone shakes the tree and you see all the pollen.
Yeah, well, that in mountain cedar, we saw that quite a few times. Thankfully, we're done with that. But yeah, oak pollen's not fun either. Hey, I want to show you this really cool shot here. Well, it's not great for the folks up in the Panhandle, but I think this really tells the story of how big this fire is. So this is from NASA. What we're looking at here is a satellite view of the Texas Panhandle, and this is from February 25th. Now we're going to fast forward to March 1st. I'm going to use the slider here, and you can see where that fire is and where it was, because it's left a giant burn scar on the earth. And it is so massive. I mean, this is like 100 miles wide we're talking here. This is the largest fire in Texas history. Amarillo is right there, by the way. And you can see what this fire has done. Still burning, still spreading, and it may get worse today because we have conditions that are going to be windy and dry. And so here's the latest stats on that fire, and it is 1.1 million acres. This is the Smokehouse Creek fire, only 15% contained as of last check. There's a couple of other fires there too, Windy Deuce and the Grapevine, I should say, Creek fire. That is at 60% contained. So they're getting these a little more under control. But today is not going to be a good day for this. Of course, they had the snow, it helped a little bit. But this is officially the largest wildfire in Texas history. And as we look at the fire danger today, the highest danger is up in the Panhandle, where they're expected to have gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour. And then you have the dry conditions, and it's just it's a bad combination. Here around San Antonio, we have a moderate risk of fire risk, but certainly not like what they have up there. Outside, 52, still reporting a little bit of fog at the airport, but not seeing any from this view at I-10 and 410. 89% humidity. And satellite picture, we're finally getting some views here of where some of that fog is, and we can see it just a little bit right there. North of San Antonio, another little patch down here, but for the most part, not a lot this morning, and I think you'll really see that go away here soon. 48 in New Braunfels, 47 Hondo, 50 in Pleasanton, 53 right now in Kennedy, and right around 50 or so here in San Antonio. But temperatures are on their way up now that the sun is up. And our forecast today, 64 at 11 o'clock, 67 noontime, and then right around 80 this afternoon with mostly sunny skies, and then falling into the 60s and 70s tonight. But we'll have a little more humidity, so that'll keep temperatures up going into tomorrow morning. Water vapor imagery, this always tells us where we have some of the moisture in the atmosphere, and we can see that out to the west. We've got some high level moisture. That's that Pacific jet stream that still continues to pump in a lot of the high clouds, but it's also going to bring in some disturbances as we get, or at least a disturbance as we get into Monday. So tomorrow, yes, fog, cloud cover. That sticks around for a while tomorrow, so mostly cloudy on your Sunday, less sun than today. And then Monday, here comes that little disturbance rolling in. Not a big storm system, but it's enough to generate some isolated showers and storms. Right now we have rain chances at about 30% on Monday. Yeah, we could see some lightning and thunder out of this. So it'll be something to watch. Then we'll get a break on Tuesday after that storm system passes by. And then another shot with some more energy coming in Wednesday and Thursday. And temperatures stay warm, 70s and 80s for the most part. And it's going to be spring-like next week and really for the foreseeable future. Of course, the big question everyone has is a lot of people are going to be doing yard work today. Are we done with the freezes? Still can't say that for sure yet, but we are trending in that direction, just looking at the numbers. And I will point out the latest freeze we've ever had, April 3rd. So it still can happen late into March, but the odds of us seeing another freeze are really starting to drop.
Okay, and then next week we lose an hour of sleep.
Yes,
fantastic.
Next weekend, yeah.
Next weekend.
Yeah, fantastic is right.
All right, thank you, Justin. Time now, just about 8:49, 57 degrees. We got a lot more to come here on GMSA. After the break, the city's archives. Well, they document the history of the Alamo City. They date back more than 200 years. Here's the thing, the majority of them, as you imagine, still on paper. Coming up, how long the city clerk says they need to actually digitize all of it, make sure it is not lost with time. And speaking of time, taking a live look out at the roadways. How long is it going to take you to get from point A to point B? Right now, it looks like everything is running smoothly. Remember, we've been talking about those closures at 1604 and I-10. If you are out and about, drive safely, be smart. It is a gorgeous Saturday morning. We'll be right back. after we take a look at these numbers. Take a look at your lotto numbers. We know Justin Horn has one of each this morning. Pick 3, 0, 5, 4, Fireball 3, Daily 4, 5, 5, 9, 8, Fireball 9, Cash 5, 13, 24, 25, 28, 33. And here we go. Mega Millions 15, 33, 37, 55, 61. Big number 24. Megapire 4. Good luck. Now we'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. Look, we clearly live in a digital age. Many of you watching right now probably watching on YouTube or our streaming service, but most of our history obviously written by hand, and centuries of records from San Antonio's history, they're aging. The city trying to preserve them for the future, making it easier for anyone to access them digitally. But the city clerk tells our Garrett Berger they need help to make that future a reality.
San Antonio's history goes back to the 1700s, and the city has documents dating back more than 250 years, most of which are not digitized.
These are the records of births and deaths, of city business, laws, and maps, even if those maps don't reflect every important claim.
What is it showing down here?
Brackenridge Park.
So we can see who staked out their campsite for Easter on here. These claims are on.
But every document reveals something about the story of San Antonio, which is still being written today.
So it just gives you that history and makes you feel connected to the place that you live in.
But for the researchers, engineers, and others who use the archives, getting to and through these records comes with hurdles.
So it's not that easy to find something on a shelf and then to open the book and look through it and find an exact page.
The city has an ongoing plan to digitize the whole archive and at the same time better protect the original documents.
They put it in one of these sleeves and this preserves it.
But that plan could take a chunk of history itself. With the current annual funding of $100,000, the city clerk says it would take another 6 decades for their vendor to finish the work.
So in 60 years, I don't know how this stuff would even look. It might not even be, it might have disintegrated.
She's asked City Council to consider kicking in a lot more, $1.3 million a year, which she says is enough to finish preserving and digitizing the records in 5 years instead of 60. San Antonians, she says, want to know their city's history.
You may even be a person that comes back and says, hey, what happened in this council meeting 20, 30 years ago? Well, if we don't preserve that, really old stuff, you won't have that.
Funding will be up to council members when they take up the budget this summer and fall. Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Garrett. Happening today, the city of San Antonio inviting you to see a range of summer job opportunities. So if you're looking for a job, listen up. Parks and Rec Summer Job Fair. And some of these roles include lifeguards, administrative associates, recreational instructors, so many more. It starts in about an hour. It starts at 10 a.m., goes to 2 p.m. We're going to be live at the event in the next hour, so be sure to stay with us for the latest information, what you can expect, what you need to know before you head out there. Time now, just about 8:56, 59 degrees. Summer just around the corner. Summers in San Antonio are about to look a little different. We're going to explain why, and we have some articles trending on KSAT.com that you do not want to miss. Good morning and welcome back. Even though there's a chance of rain in the forecast, as Justin Horn's been saying through the morning, every Texan knows it's going to be bright and sunny in no time, especially today. That is why the city of San Antonio has officially opened up splash pads around the city. They're going to be open at different parks across town every day, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Of course, we have a full list of the splash pads. Just look for this article on KSAT.com. And thrill seekers, been counting down the days to today. A brand new attraction having its grand opening at SeaWorld San Antonio this morning. We're talking about Catapult Falls. It is the world's first launched flume coaster. Features the steepest drop of any ride. Now, any flume ride, that is. The park opens 10:30 a.m., so don't worry, you can finish up GMSA, then head out there. The Catapult Falls. It is set to open at 11:30 a.m. For all about the new ride, just head to KSAT.com. Time now, just about 9 a.m., 59 degrees. We're going to check back in with Justin Horn in just a few moments.